This energy industry update is still haven't found what I'm looking for. The whole industry is facing the clean energy transition and trying to figure out how we're going to meet the needs of a resilient, reliable, carbon-free grid. Our industry is facing incredible transition. As a result, we need to look at a lot of different alternatives. So as we continue to search for what we're looking for, we're looking at ESG frameworks and how they're evolving. We're considering how SMRs may play a role in the future net zero economy. And we're looking at energy storage because the short duration storage that we have today is insufficient to meet the needs of the grid. ESG, or environmental, social, and governance, has taken a front seat for a lot of reasons. As it pertains to electric and gas utilities, carbon emissions are front and center. The targets that have been put out there are very aggressive, and investors want to understand how companies are achieving these goals. ESG is evolving as a topic in a lot of ways. First, it's evolving as some of the key criteria that investors will consider. But as we look at electric and gas utilities, how you report on that carbon emissions piece is now front and center. They're going to face more and more pressure to report on carbon emissions, scope 1, 2, and 3. Still haven't found what I'm looking for because we have many frameworks that are guiding this reporting. But it's not straightforward in terms of how you tell that story. So over the last number of years, we've made tremendous progress in getting battery storage resources onto the grid through pilot programs, through utility procurements, through wholesale markets. But most of that has focused on short duration. And when we say short duration, we mean roughly 2 to 4 hours. As we think about storms like Hurricane Ida, or going back years, Sandy or Katrina, when you think about the type of storage that may be needed to withstand an event like that, it's going to be much longer duration. You're going to hear about the advancements in long duration energy storage, as well as some of the challenges that lithium-ion is facing today. So small modular reactors, or SMRs, are basically small nuclear plants. And nuclear matters in this industry because it's an important source of non-carbon emitting generation. As we think about the future, we have large nuclear, which is already on the system and frankly is very hard to build going forward. But we have the opportunity to build small modular reactors that operate on nuclear fuel, yet address many of the issues that make large nuclear difficult to build. For instance, the footprint is much smaller, so the need for security is less. The actual fuel spent is less. They also, in some cases, can ramp, which means that they can come offline or online, unlike traditional nuclear in this country. They are also lower in cost to build. The challenge, and when we talk about still haven't found what we're looking for, is that there are many designs, many pilots. So the question becomes, how do we arrive at a single standard or design that we can actually implement to meet our net zero and carbon-free goals? So in this EIU, you're going to hear about some of the projects that are beginning to move forward and the successes they're having, as well as some of the challenges they're having. In many ways, we still haven't found what we're looking for as an industry. There's no silver bullet. So we're looking at many different types of technologies, whether it's in nuclear or in long-duration storage, to address the needs of this evolving system. This EIU is all about searching for those technologies and reporting mechanisms that will enable us to get there.